Terrence Bud Crawford and Kell, basically. So realistically, my chocolate brownie. Kell Brook, they both look in shape and they both look like they're in camp. Could they be fighting each other? We're going to explore and experiment on this topic. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Before I get started, ESPN Plus, use my link in the description. They got a lot of original content, docuseries, documentaries, sports specials, and exclusives. Use that to help the channel. It does help the channel grow in a phenomenal way. You know, they got some upcoming UFC cards. Use that ESPN Plus link, again, for your viewing needs, but it also helps the channel. Now, I noticed this. Terrence Crawford, we'll go right into it. Ego Weight Watchers, where I give you guys a look into the fighter lifestyle before, after progress picks, especially when they have an upcoming fight. Now, Terrence Crawford might get a fight in this year. So far, he hasn't fought since December, and I would imagine they want to keep him active. And he posted this picture. He's biking. He looks like he's in Nebraska, and he looks to be in shape. Looks like he's, you know, he looks muscular. You know, he looks like he's in good shape, like he's getting ready for a fight. And I seen this in Kell Brook, September 12th. He says, so that's yesterday, leave it all in the gym. And both guys are drenched in sweat, and it looks like they're in training camp. So to me, I believe that they will be fighting next. You know, there's a rumor going on that they were in negotiations. Kell Brook was like, so basically, I talked to Bob Arum, and he told me to fight with TERENCE, you know, and he was making it sound like everything was looking hopeful and looking optimistic. Now you see both fighters, you know, they could be just working out, but it looks like they're actually in some mean shape and getting ready for a fight. I want to know from you guys what you think of this fight, Terrence Crawford and Kell basically Brook. Me, I've expressed my thoughts. They're going to remain the same. Stylistically, if both guys are at their best, I don't mind the fight. However, I do not know if Kell Brook is the same fighter because, simply put, he hasn't fought at that division in quite some time. I'll pull up his box rec so you guys can see. I hope, you know, he's training hard and taking it like a real fight and not just looking to cash out. Because I thought the Amir Khan-Terrence Crawford fight ended kind of weak. Kell Brook, he has a good resume, 39-2, but he hasn't had a meaningful win since probably Sean Porter. I said meaningful win. So look, Mark DeLuca, he won that fight. He fought one time before the pandemic, February 2020. Before that, he hadn't fought in 2 years. You see that? There was no 2019 fights. Let me pull in, punch in a little bit closer for y'all. Smash the like button so you guys can get the latest and greatest. So he fought this February against Mark DeLuca, whoever this guy is, stopped him. But there was a big gap in employment from 2020 or 2018 and 2020. So he had no 2019 fights. That's worse than probably Kell Brook. I mean, for Keith Thurman. And then he fought Michael Zarafa. Didn't look good in that fight. Jeff Horn later stopped Michael Zarafa in a rematch. And he beat Rabchenko. Before that, he was losing to Errol Spence. So, see, there's the KO, 11th round. I'm trying to be optimistic, but I just don't know. You know, boxing is a pretty brutal sport. So I just feel like when all the signs are telling you X, Y, and Z, then that's what you kind of got to believe. There are times where boxers can, quote unquote, reverse or rewind the clock, but Crawford's a beast. He'll have the hometown advantage. I don't know if Kell Brook easily makes the weight, stuff like that. Because he complained after the Errol Spence fight, said he had trouble making weight. You know, he said he had trouble making weight. So he looks to be in great shape. Ego Weight Watchers, Crawford's in great shape, but the momentum definitely lies with Terrence Bud Crawford. And, you know, we have to see if Kell Brook can get up one last time for a major fight. If he loses this, then I don't even know. He'll probably end up retiring. And he's also talked about retirement in the past after the Errol Spence and Golovkin losses, especially the Errol Spence one because it was the second loss in a row, and he lost at home in Sheffield. So, you know, I don't really know. There's the two next to each other. Damn, Crawford looked damn near bigger than him. You see what I'm saying? They're both in shape though right here. And this was back when we had crowds. So this was last year. Crawford's taller than him and whatnot. Stylistically, it could be a good fight. That's all I'll say. If Kell Brook shows up, you know, if Kell Brook shows up, it could be a real good fight. Kell Brook has power. He has skill. He held his own with Golovkin after being hurt in the first round, stuff like that. Crawford, he has skill too. Sometimes Crawford fights in a way that's dangerous for him, like in the Mean Machine fight. I thought he could have, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. I thought Crawford could have controlled the early rounds by just simply boxing, but Crawford's temperament is sometimes to go to war even if he doesn't have to. So I think versus Mean Machine, he made some mistakes and he kind of made the fight harder than he needed to make it. He could have just used the fell out rounds, and when Mean Machine clipped him and dropped him, that should have been a knockdown. And I think Crawford could have got out of the southpaw positioning and he would have had more success, because he later did that, and then that's where it started opening up for him and he had a lot more success. So we'll see how it all plays out. Crawford's a good fight. Kell Brook is a good fight. This was Wilder Fury. Okay, so this wasn't last year. This was earlier this year. This was in February. You know, we'll see. I want to know from you guys what you think. Does Kell Brook have one last hurrah in him to beat a guy who's looking like a wrecking ball? Guess we have to find out. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. It looks like, based on both of them being in shape and the meetup at the Wilder Fury 2 fight in February, looks like they've been trying to make this fight. And very interesting, Mean Machine, who Crawford last fought in December, he just won yesterday. He had a fight, and I didn't watch it, but I just read the outcome. Some people watched it, but I did see an interview. Mean Machine says Terence Crawford has nowhere to go, so he might as well rematch me. So I thought that was a pretty interesting statement, that somebody also signed the Top Rank is saying that like he might as well just rematch me because he doesn't have any options, because the welterweight division is packed. But we all know sides of the street, and this is why people kind of question Terence Crawford in re-signing with Top Rank, because of the sides of the street. And I told you, new media, you know, Crawford's a grown man. He could pick whoever he wants and pick whatever promotional side he wants and stay where he's comfortable, whatever. But I told you this is the problem he's going to run into. You have guys that Crawford stopped and beat who just fought an unknown guy, and he's saying like Crawford don't have any options. And the welterweight division is stacked. But the reason why Mean Machine's saying this is the same reason I told you, is because Crawford doesn't have many options on his side of the street on Top Rank. That's what that means. You know, it's not that the welterweights don't have any challenging big name good fights for him. It's just Top Rank don't have the authority or the rights to these fighters' careers that would make for those great fights. So I guess the best they could do is probably Kell Brook. Chris Van Heerden was with Top Rank. They talked about Crawford fighting in South Africa. I think it was to fight Chris Van Heerden, but he left and he said he's trying to go to PBC. So he hightailed it and said we're going to PBC, or at least trying to go to PBC, because they have housed the best welterweight fighters. You know, so I got more options over there. So we'll see how it plays out. Crawford versus Kell Brook. Let me know. Rate the fight on a scale of 0 to 10. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more sports. Get unlimited access to premium content with an ESPN Plus subscription. ESPN Plus offers a variety of content, including specials, behind the scenes, docuseries like Bruce Lee's Be Water, and much more. With an ESPN Plus subscription, you get access to a ton of classic archive fights and replays from boxing and the UFC. Big names like, "Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Come and watch my fight." Floyd Mayweather, "Easy work. I'm rich." And Manny Pacquiao, "Yes, it's up to my promoter. Just to name a few. If that's not enough, you could get the ESPN bundle, which includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All 3 apps, one low price. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you guys click that link in the description box of all of my videos. Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.